Oh yeah, my d feels like corn.
I brought notes for this video, y'all. I'm taking this very seriously. So today I'm gonna make a video about weird gay shit. I was inspired to make this video by Barley the Burr, who is not a burr as his name suggests. He is actually a bear. Barley the Bear is this really cute guy on the furry internet, right? He does live streams and stuff, and his belly's really cute, and I'm very thankful that he posted a photo of it to twitter.com. Yo, Barley, you should like totally come on my YouTube channel because I'm like super attractive and funny and handsome, and you should absolutely be on my show. And he made a TikTok where one of his viewers says,
"What made you find out you were a furry?"
And so he talks about a Scooby-Doo picture book that he read as a kid where Scooby and an anthropomorphic bear eat cake together and cuddle.
He's giving literal bedroom eyes! They end up cuddling! They're cuddling and eating cake.
And how that awakens something in him, and now he's a bear and a sweet little gay-bo, just like we all know and love Barley today, right? And it was a cute, silly, vanilla, wholesome video, and mine is going to be 1,000 times weirder. The only thing vanilla about me is my skin tone, bitch. We're going in full throttle. Every now and then, people look at me and my YouTube channel, and they see me talk about how much I love fat guys and muscular guys and macro guys, and I love when they're big and cuddly and when they stomp on property and crush it, and they say, Giorgio, this is weird. Giorgio, you are weird, and your kinks and your interests are weird. How did you end up this way? What went so wrong? Well, Mom, today I would like to answer that question. And today I'm going to show you all of the media from my childhood that sparked my furry awakening, and that I credit with turning me into the degenerate that I am today. This is how Giorgio became not just a furry, but also the rest of the way he is.
What the fuck wrong with the nigga? What the fuck?
Alright, number one, bitch. Do you guys remember Kung Fu Panda? I forget what the movie's about. Some shit about Po the Panda, and Kung Fu Landia is in danger, and only the panda can save it with the power of Kung Fu, or something like that. But here's what I do remember. There's the antagonist in this movie, and his name is Tai Lung. And he's this buff snow leopard, and he's totally fucking sexy, and if you disagree with me, then you're wrong, and you should fucking drink bleach. But that's besides the point. I'm here to talk about Po the Panda. There's this part where Po, the protagonist, and Tai Lung, the antagonist, they get into a big fight at the end, and Tai Lung looks at this big fat panda, voiced by Jack Black, who I totally don't think is super hot, and he says, "What are you gonna do, big guy? Sit on me?" And that's actually foreshadowing.
Pussy this, pussy that, pussy taken, pussy ride take.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. They animated a face-sitting scene in slow motion with jiggle physics on Po's ass. And I'll tell you something, you want to trace a straight line back from all of the fat guys that I find attractive today, you will find that that line leads you directly to Jack Black in his role in Kung Fu Panda. Giorgio, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Daniela Mazzucato, and I was the director of animation for the movie Kung Fu Panda. I find it very weird and very concerning that you want a fat guy to sit on you and let you play with his belly, and I think that is creepy and wrong. What do you have to say for yourself, Giorgio? Well, guess what, Daniela? Fuck you, because this is your fault. I didn't animate the face-sitting scene, you did, and then you presented it to my 5-year-old self. I didn't animate jiggle physics on Po's belly, you did, and then I saw it. Good fucking job. Okay, there was this cartoon that I had on VHS as a child. It was called The Tick, and I had all 3 seasons of it. Listen, I understand that the Tick is not a furry, but he's dressed up in a suit, and the Tick is not an animal, but it's close enough, so he counts. The Tick is an 80s superhero cartoon, and the Tick, of which the cartoon is named after, is an 80s cartoon superhero. He's really big and really buff, and he's like 7.5 feet tall. And so many of the visual gags in this show revolved around the titular Tick being too big for normal-sized things. There's this scene in the first 5 minutes of the first episode where he's riding a city bus in the fetal position because he's too big to fit normally on the seat. And when he gets off, he's too heavy for the bus, and it rocks violently back and forth and then smashes into the bus next to it. And I gotta tell you something. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. He goes to his sidekick's apartment. His sidekick's name is Arthur. And he goes to his apartment, and he's checking out the apartment. He takes his seat on the sofa, and he's too heavy for the sofa, and it just collapses beneath his weight. And then him and Arthur, they start running around on the rooftops of the tri-state area, and he's jumping from rooftop to rooftop, and every time he lands on a rooftop, there's a crater where he lands because he's too heavy for the roof. It's just, there were so many things in this show that revolved around the Tick being huge and buff and heavy and breaking shit. There's this part in this one episode, there's this limousine, and the Tick falls on the roof of the limousine, and he's too heavy, and he just crashes straight through the roof and puts a big fucking hole in it. And then there's this creepy bitch in the limousine that looks like the bitch from Shrek 2, and the Tick looks at her and is like, fuck this shit. So he uses his gigantic fucking tree trunk quad strength to just crush his feet through the floor of the limousine, and then he wears it like a hula hoop and tears it off of his body and just fucking chucks it over there like a baseball. There's even like a fucking muscle growth episode where the Tick's normally scrawny sidekick Arthur gets like the super duper fucking muscle growth enchantment fuckadoodly goddammit shit, right? And then he gets all big and buff, and then they fight each other, right? Why did you show me this, okay? Giorgio, listen, my name is Dora Case, and I was the animation director for the 1994 cartoon series, The Tick. And listen here, mister, I find it very weird that you go on your cell phone and you look at images of buff men crushing things like furniture and cars and buildings. Why are you bricked up when you watch property destruction? This is weird and it's wrong. What do you have to say for yourself, Giorgio? Well, guess what, Dora? Fuck you, because this is your fault, all right? If you didn't want me to be attracted to buff, dumb men, buff himbos breaking shit, then you shouldn't have shown me tons of that when I was a kid. You animated this, not me. Good fucking job. All right, there used to be a really obscure Super Mario Brothers cartoon. It was called the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I had a lot of autistic friends as a kid. I still do. But I also had a lot of autistic friends as a kid. And they had the entirety of this show on DVD. And we would hang out together and we would watch the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I distinctly remember these 2 scenes with Bowser in them that totally fucked with me. And some of you fucking weirdos in my audience probably already know the ones I'm talking about.
Watch it, soldier. When I want my feet licked, I'll ask for it. I want my feet licked.
Come on. It broke. All right, and there's this other one where, Bowser gets the super duper, growth giant fucking potion or whatever, and then he becomes Koopzilla, and he starts stomping on shit, and he crushes like a 1994 Saturn SL2 station wagon and takes a bite out of it like a chocolate bar. Come on. Oh, hi, Giorgio. My name is Steve Whitehouse. My name is fucking hilarious. Steve Whitehouse. What the fuck kind of name is that? Hi, Giorgio. My name is Steve Whitehouse. And I find it very concerning how much you fixate on paws. Why are you looking at images of furries getting their paws licked? Why are you looking at images of furries growing 50 feet tall and crushing buildings and automobiles with their paws? This is fucking weird. This is wrong. What do you have to say for yourself, Giorgio? Listen here, Steve Whitehouse. Fuck you, because this is your fault. Okay? I didn't animate Bowser getting his feet licked, alright? That was all you, buddy. You drew that. And you put it on television screens across America that I just so happen to be sitting in front of. I hope you feel good about yourself, motherfucker. Good job. Okay, while we're at it, we're just going to do a Bowser lightning round, right? This is where I'm going to tell you about all the Bowser-related media that I saw as a kid that I'm pretty sure is responsible for my head being totally broken today. Alright, so let's talk about his attacks in Super Smash Bros. One of them is where Bowser sits on you. Me next, please. Another one of them is where Bowser grabs you and gives you a big ol' hug, and then he smothers you into the ground with a belly flop. Me next, please. Just about every final level in every Mario game that I played as a kid involves Bowser like getting fucking fairy dust sprinkled on him or some shit, and then he grows 50 feet tall, and you have to not get stepped on, or you have to like not get, you know, picked up and fucking smooched. I distinctly remember this render for Mario Kart 7. This is an advertising image for Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS. And you see it's Bowser, and he's got his foot on a paint can, and he's just so big and heavy, and he crushes the paint can with his foot. I wish I was the paint can. I'm sorry, I don't lie on my YouTube page. I gotta be honest with you. And you know what? With that, just lump in every render for a Mario Kart game with Bowser in it, where he's like very obviously way too big for whatever bitch-ass little go-kart they put him in. Alright, this is my last thing. This is a Mario-related thing, okay? I loved Birdo when I was a kid. Birdo was my favorite character to use in Mario Kart. I loved his little bow. I thought he was so cute and adorable, and I would consume all of the Birdo-related media on the internet, right? And so I'm looking for some stuff about Birdo on YouTube when I was a kid, and I've hinted at the fact that I've seen this before, but this is what I stumble across. So, shouts out to the guy that opened up Microsoft Paint and Windows Movie Maker and made this. Wow. Wow. Good job, buddy. Only God knows the damage you've done. I'm Giorgio. None of you bitches left me questions. Last time, I said I wanted to answer questions in a Q&A video. None of you fucking left any questions for me. So leave your goddamn questions in the comments. I want to answer some questions next time. Alright, thank you.
What the fuck wrong with the nigga? What the fuck? Looking at me like he know a nigga.